pastor. I repeat, I am not the pastor. So if you ever want to come, I don't want you to say, Roland said he was the pastor of this church. No, he ain't. The lead pastor of this church is Gerald Johnson. We appreciate him allowing us to use this property. I also want to share a small word with you today. So give you a little bit of background about myself. I am originally from Inglewood, California. So, all right. Born in Inglewood. All right. So we got some Inglewood people here. So, I went to Morningside. Unfortunately. So, I grew up in street racing. LA, Southern California is a big car culture there. So I grew up in the car culture from the 80s to the 90s all the way into 2000s. Cars will never come out of me. It's just what came out of me was the antics that went with Cali, the hood lifestyle. It is what it is. I grew up, I was a car thief. For many, many years, that's how I supported what I did for street racing. I'm not ashamed of it. You can't do nothing to me. The state did it. But now I'm here with me and Nate. We want to see the car culture in a different form. These takeovers and all of this foolishness that's going on has completely destroyed the car culture. We need stuff like this. I'm good with racing, but racing at a track somewhere, not this blocking the street off and taking over. So with that being said, I walked around for a long time like a dead battery for years. I walked around always looking for something to give me a boost, to give me some type of jump, okay? And I'm just speaking for myself, maybe not for you guys, but I used to get high. That's okay, out on me. That's fine. That's fine. Looking for that boost. I'm looking somewhere to get high, looking for something to keep me boosted. It's just like when you got a car. Every one of us got a car out here, and every one of us has a battery in that car. And one of us has always had something that drained that battery. That battery was drained some kind of way, and you're trying to figure out what's drawing, what's pulling from it. Why does it keep draining? So you going around with jumper cables. Bring me those cables for me right quick. You going around with jumper cables in the trunk of your car. And if you don't know, everybody has done this, because you know when you get somewhere, you're gonna need a boost. That's what I did every day, was like spiritual jumper cables around me, looking for the next high, looking for the next drink, looking for the next score, anything that I could do to keep going day for day. That's not a way to live. God is saying today, right now, you're at a pit stop. The pit stop is here. Somebody in here needs attention right now that they can't keep going right here the way they've been going needing a boost every day. When God is saying, I came to bring you life and bring you life more abundantly. Look at your word, John 10:10 says, the thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy. What was in my car was trying to steal, kill, and destroy my battery. I couldn't figure out what was drawing from it until I figured out I left an amp open that didn't have a switch to cut on and off, so the amp would constantly draw. So the next morning that battery would be dead. That's what I'm saying, to how a lot of us, or how I was, I don't know about you, where I walked around all the time needing a boost. And God is saying today that just like AAA, when you call them and they say, hey, look, I need somebody to come get me, and they say they'll be out there 2-3 hours to come give you a boost, that's how they do. But God says, I'm gonna come now. You just call on me now, and I'm gonna show up right now. That's right, give me one. I got one, that's fine with me, because I know what he's done for me. These jumper cables, a dead battery can't jump a dead battery. So all the time I was running around trying to find something to boost me, and that person just had enough to get me where I needed to go. When God says, I come to bring you life and life more abundantly. So today, right now, you're under abundance. You're under the sunshine. You didn't have to be like me, where my sunshine was a light in the cell with 4 other dudes. That's all we had. You're in the freedom and sunshine right now. God says the pit stop today is a choice needs to be made. Do you want to keep being a dead battery, running around needing to jump all the time? Or do you want a spiritual boost And this is not about religion. It's a relationship with God. Each one of us has had a relationship with somebody. How did you get to know them? You got to know them by spending time with them. That's the only way you got to know them. God say, spend some time with me. My address hasn't changed. My phone number hasn't changed. You just stop coming through. Come through, spend some time with me. Like I said, I came to bring you life and life more abundantly. That means you will never need a boost ever again. You'll never have to depend on anybody to come get you. All you got to do is call on me, and I'm going to be there for you. It's not like AAA in 2 or 3 hours. When you call him, he shows up. That's what he did for me, because I got tired. I got tired of smoking. I got tired of drinking. I got tired of stealing people's stuff. You know, it only goes so far. I don't want to be 70 years old like Willie Nelson, smoking all day long, just still trying to get high. No offense to Willie, but come on, man. Where does it end? Generational curses have to be broken somewhere, and it started with me. Now, has it been easy every day? Nope. I'd be lying to you if I did. It hasn't been easy. Did I want to be a pastor? Not it. Ain't no way. But I'm here now. And the high I get from sharing that one verse I know that's in my heart beats anything that I've ever done in my life. And so I share that with you today. This is not to convict anybody. This is not to put anybody down, because this church is not about that. This church is not about trying to point fingers at anybody, because I ain't got no nerve to point fingers at nobody. I had some problems yesterday. I said some stuff on the freeway last week I shouldn't have said. I'm just being real with you. What? Like you ain't never did it. But that doesn't mean you stay where you are. You turn around and you ask God for forgiveness and you keep pushing. And then you turn around and forgive yourself. Once you forgive yourself, that's it. Everybody else might try to come. This ain't even in my notes. So you have people that's around you that will try to remind you of who you used to be. Some of those people got to go, because they can't do that to you anymore unless you allow them to do it. So don't keep hanging around these people that keep trying to convict you of what you used to do. You don't do it no more. Every one of us has done something we didn't have no business doing. But we don't have to stay there. We moved on. Don't allow those people to keep dumping that old trash back on you. They're doing that because hurt people hurt people. Okay? That's my message. Dead batteries can't jump a dead battery. It's time to switch and call on the Lord. Amen? That's my message.